You know, I talk an awful lot from the construction end of things because that's probably what excites me the most. So I'm always talking from a philosophical design standpoint. But everything that I talk about still applies on the service end and maintenance end of what we do. It's a tremendously underserviced market in all areas, I would imagine. Because again, there's a bit of a mentality that I can always get a new customer, so this one doesn't matter so much, and it's easy to blow this one off to get a new one. And that's actually really true, but it doesn't make for a good service model. How instead can someone look at their customer base and better serve that customer base and then grow it, versus let's just grow our customer base and not really care how we service them? Way too many companies just find more customers, and granted, it's really not that hard. From a marketing standpoint, anybody getting into this business, it's not very hard to find customers. The difficulty is finding the right customers on the service end. Now, you can hang out a shingle and just start servicing customers. Whether you do it well or not, you'll always find some work. The challenge is, how can we find the right customer that fits with our model? And that's something that we've looked at, is we could do a lot more service business just to do more service business, but the same as the construction end, why do more if you don't want to just do more, but you want to do more of what you want to do? The service is the same way, is deciding what that customer looks like, attracting that specific customer, and then servicing them to the nth degree. And once that's done, anything becomes possible. If you just do a mediocre job and it's satisfactory, it's okay, but you're a commodity, because once the next brochure comes in the mail, or they see the next Facebook ad, or somebody they see that truck down the road that's working on the neighbor's pool, you're long forgotten. And that's okay, because you can get another one. But what if? What if you could learn their pool, learn the nuances of their pool, document it to know their long-term needs, and then provide all of those needs moving forward. Number one, by suggesting what it is that they're going to need, and then helping them prepare for it. It's so much easier. The customer loves you more for it. It's an easier relationship. There's not all that stress and strife of how much is it going to cost me, and how are you going to take advantage of me. But if you've got to get that new customer every time that jumps from here to there because, well, that service is cheaper over there and now yours is cheaper than that one, you never have that ability to really help that customer on a long-range plan. So there's tremendous opportunity on the service end of deciding the segment that you want to service and not just be a service company. There's a lot of just be a service company people that have to keep getting new customers because the retention is really low. But if you could be be a service-oriented, customer-based company that's looking for certain types of clients, it makes it a whole lot easier, and it removes the stress, because once they really know you, it's easy to service them. It's that new customer that you have to relearn the nuances every time, because if you treat every customer the same, you're missing the boat. They're not the same. Their personalities are not the same, their income levels are not the same, their pools are not the same, their lifestyle is not the same, their family dynamics is not the same, their ethnicity is not the same. Nothing's the same about them, but if you treat them like the guy that's next door, you miss the boat. If you can take the time to build a relationship and understand greater about that type of customer and who they are and their likes and their needs and their expectations, it makes it a whole lot easier to build a long-term company.